Yeah, so I'm Kevin. So I'm going to be refuting that the death penalty, or that the death penalty should be kept in the U.S. And my opponent stated that the death penalty is not a deterrent to crime, where the death penalty actually does deter crime because actually every year since statistics from the site deathpenaltyinfo.org shows that California's murder rate for 100,000 people has dropped from 8 in 1997 to 4.1 in the year 2010. Now, states like Massachusetts, who don't have the death penalty, their murder rate for 100,000 in 1997 was 1.9, and then now in 2010 it's 3.2. So it's actually gone up over the years because they don't have the death penalty. So it actually deters crime. And then also, never mind. My opponents also stated that there's more cost to the death penalty. And actually, according to the Death Penalty Information Center, the average cost for the death penalty for one case is about $449,887. And then, according to pro-death or for pro-capital punishment by Wesley Lowe, he states that life without parole prisoners face on average 30 to 40 years in prison, while the annual costs of incarceration are $40,000 to $50,000 per year. So for each prisoner. So that's on average about $1,575,000. And so as an that's per person. And then as an overall, there were 719 people on death row in 2011. The cost to keep those people on death row and to execute them is $323,468,753. Now, if there are no death penalty, then the cost to keep those prisoners who are on the death row, to keep them in prison, would be $1,132,425,000. So it's exceedingly more, and it's going to cost them a lot more money to keep them, if they were to get rid of capital punishment or the death penalty, and to keep them in the prisons. All right, and then also, my opponent stated that, or actually also for the cost, according to Balanced Politics, the number of criminal cases that are plea bargained, meaning that the accused admits guilt in return for a lesser sentence or some other concession, can be as high as 80 to 90% of cases. With the time, cost, and personal requirements of the criminal case, there really isn't much of a choice. The vast majority of people that are arraigned are in fact guilty of the crime they are accused. Even if you believe a defendant only deserves life in prison, without the threat of the death sentence, there may be no way to get him to plead guilty and accept the sentence. So that's just going to lead more to, if there's no way for people to admit guilty and get them to fess up, then more people are going to be in the prisons, and it's going to cost more money. And then they also stated that the death penalty would execute innocent people, and according to Death Penalty Information Center, since 1973, there's been 140 prisoners from death row that had charges dropped, or they were acquitted and became innocent. So there's 140 people that were on death row and became innocent since 1973. And then also, since 1973, there has been 87,152 people sent to death row. So if you do the math, the percent of people that were proven innocent after sent to death row is only 0.16%. So that's not many people that are actually being proved innocent after they're sent to death row. So the huge majority of people are actually being sent to death row than executed. So, yeah, that wraps up that why it's better, and it does deter crime. It's cheaper to do, and it doesn't cost more than life without parole, and that innocent people are rarely being executed.